Dokkan battle video. This was like, without even confirmation, this was 99.9999999% going to happen. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu are going to be the next units on Global Dokkan. Actually, why don't I confirm this real fast? So Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu are going to be coming next, again, to Global Dokkan. Honestly, I mean, I think Majin Vegeta's banner ends on the 2nd, does it not? That's just off the top of my head. We could double check in a second. I feel like we potentially could see this unit, and then JP would also be getting a new Dokkan Fest right around the same time. Potentially, like, within the next couple of days. I think by the 5th, both games will have new Dokkan Fest. So, we will see what's going to happen. In this video, I'm going to talk about Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3, their celebration and all that. Let me just make this tweet. Super Saiyan 3 Goku Kid Buu coming next to Global. Bam. Again, probably a couple of days away. Thanks, of course, Seriously, for the info. Now, here's the thing. These two characters are legitimately some of the best characters in the game. I think Ginyu is easily the best TUR. He's just doing too much. But Super Saiyan 3 Goku is more of like a... I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't want to say easier to use, but it's just like... He's just like a dominant, like, Saiyan character, right? You know, the way he's got additionals built in, he's got crits built in. His transformation, it's not that tough to get, but occasionally... occasionally you can get cucked with it. HP restrictions sometimes have that. He does also have a combo restriction, which sometimes gets on my nerves, because it's like, alright, we're under 77% HP, but it's turn 2. Alright, we're, on turn 5, but we're at 100% HP. Like, the combo restrictions do tend to be a pain in the ass sometimes, but this is not that bad, right? Just inconsistent is what I would call it. As Super Saiyan 3 Goku, again, when we talk about TURs, what this guy does, only like Ginyu can match. I mean, Kid Buu, fully built up, he can also sort of do stuff like this. Kid Buu is probably the most underrated unit in the game, but a big reason for that is he's on no legitimate teams right now. I mean, Majin Vegeta is Buu Saga full 170%. I love that, dude. They dropped Kid Buu as a Buu Saga leader, and then Majin Vegeta as a Buu Saga leader. Like, look at this. Like, we're also going to be getting this guy's EZA too. So it's like, we're going to have 80 Majin Buu Saga legitimate leaders. Well, I mean, I wouldn't run these two, but like these two are going to be legit for sure. Because when he gets his EZA, he'll be full 170, which will be good. He'll probably be a better leader actually will he? I mean, he would be a 200% for all those Vegeta characters and Trunks and Goten, but he might work better as just a strictly Buu Saga lead. So again, these two characters are ridiculously powerful. Buu is probably the most underrated unit in the game. I see people going crazy, double hand stroking Super Saiyan 3 Goku for how good he is. And for good reason. This character's not he's not overrated. You see people going crazy for this guy, it's for good reason. He is that good. But he's not like a million times better than Kid Buu. Kid Buu is really powerful. Kid Buu is just a Buu character, right? Where you don't have Goku has, 80 good partners or something like that? Like 80 legitimate partners. A bunch of partners who will work well even in like the red zone and stuff like that. Kid Buu is way more limited in terms of who you could use with him, right? Like if they released, what they need to do for Kid Buu is they gotta drop like either a buff Buu or a Buuhan. Those characters would have big bad bosses turn 1. Because the problem is the way you probably want to run this guy either with Janembu or with LR Buu-Tank / Buuhan. The problem is that neither of them are rocking big bad bosses. Buuhan, the LR Buuhan does get it, but not until you transform, and when you transform, he's no longer stacking his defense, right? So Kid Buu does need better partners. You can very safely skip Kid Buu. As dominant as he is, you can't take full advantage of him yet, so he's an easy skip, I think. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, though, I mean, right now, I want to advise global players to sort of aim for units who are going to help you in the red zone. I don't think only the red zone matters, because like a lot of like the super battle road stages and stuff like that are still tough, right? You know, these extreme super battle road stages, you'll still need, you know, powerful characters, you know, to take down, I don't know, like Legendary Existence or Worldwide Chaos, like some of these like shittier teams, storied figures that'll eventually get them. But I think right now the focus should be to prepare yourself to take down the red zone. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is on one of the two best teams in the game. He's on Beyond Super Saiyan, which is the LR Gods team, and he gets a 200% leader skill on that team. So you can run Tech God Goku ZZA, the LR Gods, and then this guy, and you're already, that's half of your team as really dominant, overpowered units. This guy works great in the red zone, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He's so powerful. Him, quadruple supering, quadruple critting. He could do that on turn 3. It's just ridiculous. Again, this guy is not overrated. No way. I do think Ginyu is better, but never would I call this guy over. Like, people going crazy about him, he is that good, right? This guy is also a candidate for one of the biggest shafts ever, I think. This leader skill, like, category combo, it like, almost doesn't get better than this. These two categories together. But this guy came out actually like 30 days before a new meta for the first time in 5 years, right? Which destroyed this. It's like, this is great, and this is where Kid Buu could work really well, but this kills this team so much. You guys will see. Again, red zone, like when you're in there, even these units that are stacking, units that are super powerful defensively, these bosses hit so hard, you're still taking like 200k damage. On a team with 130% HP, you're losing 50% of your HP when one of your biggest tanks gets hit. Like, it gets ridiculous. So it's like these like 130% leader skills just don't cut it anymore. So it really sucks. Just a absolutely brutally disgusting combo of because seriously, dude, Battle of Fate has, because it's the like the final battles essentially of all the arcs, sort of, is how this is. So it's like you just have all these incredible characters on here, right? And then Accelerated Battle is another ridiculous category, right? Like, one of my favorite setups is actually running STR Kid Buu and LR Janemba together. They crush together, but it's not easy to make it work with the 130% leader skill. Now, as incredible as these characters are, I don't know what Global is going to do for a couple of reasons. Number one, their banners suck. I remember going crazy when they dropped. I mean, it was only 3 months ago on JP. Do not summon, because of how terrible these banners are. And especially, oh my god, dude, Kid Buu's banner's better. This is terrible. Holy hell. Damn. This is not what I would consider a good banner. I remember on JP, I was telling players that these characters, Goku and Kid Buu, should be back for Golden Week. We were expecting it to be the movie banners, but, you know, Dragon Ball Super Superhero has since been delayed, so who knows. I want to break this down very simple. You crush in the red zone. You don't really. He stacks too slow. It's like he doesn't. You could get away with running him and win a stage or something like that. I'm only referring really to the more difficult stages, right? The last 3 stages on each side. Although I say that, but like Rildo and Baby are really tough on the GT side of things. He can be okay. You're not running them. They're too limited with their links and stuff like that. You're not running one of these overly heavy support setups. You're probably not going to do that. Janemba can work, but again, his teams are trash. Bojack can work, but he needs just better units to work with him. You're not going to run in there with these villain teams like that, no way. Gotenks potentially could be okay, but you have to do too much to get him to transform into Super Saiyan 3, I think. I don't know. You have to baby him too long until he could get to Super Saiyan 3. I don't think he's good enough. And then AJL Bardock is trash. He's just stacking too slow. So this banner is basically only Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's brutal. Then for Kid Buu can crush in the red zone, but again, he needs help. Cell sucks. This unit can be good. I mean, unlike the LR Gods team, you know, you have Tech God Goku potentially as a Rainbow Orb Changer. You could have other good units on the team. They could work. You know, Global has the AGL Blue Vegeta EZA already. But you just need a lot of Rainbow Orbs. You need luck with them not getting supered. Remember, one big utility of their kit is that they debuff. They attack debuff, which doesn't really work in the tough stages of the red zone, obviously. PyCon can work in stages outside of Broly. You get the rainbow orb so he can dodge. He's got the support. He could do some stuff. He could be okay. Not the greatest, but his utility is solid. You are just the god of everything, perfect in every way, inconceivable, incredible, amazing. This guy will be great. Fantastic. The only thing is that a lot of the teams he's on, I think leader skill wise, stuff like that, don't really work the best. His own Hybrid Saiyan team doesn't work the best because your health is too low, right? Exchange BUU, no. You could get him to work with like Kid BUU or something. I don't. It's a Beerus, hell no. Like a lot of these units are just like these are aged units that are not really going to help too much. Now again, I don't know what they're going to do with global because this celebration. Looking at it, I guess it really it's not that great. Even looking at it here on JP, let's take a look at this. Okay, so there's login bonus. I don't know if global will get this. I think both global and JP got this for the new year. We'll see if they get this for this. You guys can summon on these. All the 50% supports are basically fodder at this point. I would not go for these. People are going to, right? But I don't think it's smart to summon for these characters until their EZAs come in, right? Like once the EZAs come in, they'll definitely make them easier to get, right? LR Trunks and Goten get their EZA. They are pretty powerful. So it's like, okay, cause see, like, look at this. Like all these characters are already out on global. Like Goku, like they're like all already out. You have these three are actually really quite good. These BUU Saga EZAs, I like them actually quite a bit. And then let me take a look at January. Then there's just this batch of 500 EZAs. Like you have them, the Mighty Mask, Super Strike, Tech Vegito, all these guys. A lot of these guys are coming. Okay. And then Infinite General History, Patan. These three will definitely be very solid. I want to see the global info before I go too crazy breaking these guys down. And then all the other sub EZAs. Let's keep looking through the celebration info. Again, they're pretty good. And they work pretty well on Majin Vegeta's team as well. I should do a 200% on this character. Because they're definitely better than I'd say people give them credit for. Holiday missions, login missions. Here's the dual Dokkan Fest for Goku and Kid BUU. Fusion summon. But again, this was for these characters. This is when they got their awakenings and EZAs and stuff like that. That's already happened on global. Elder Kai, Stones. Here's the events. All Dokkan events are up. Global also already got the new Dragon Ball Story event. That's out on global already. This is already out on global. This is already out on global. This is where the three new EZAs come in. New stages of Super Battle Road come every celebration. Nothing really spectacular about any of these. Battlefield, this is already out on global. And then these are all sort of like the sub EZAs, but that's it. Dude, it's not a ton. The celebration wasn't the craziest. For New Year's, it wasn't the craziest. It's nice that there's 500 like sub EZAs that come in. Cause like, if you're a long time like global free-to-play player or something like that, you've probably got this guy with dupes or this guy with dupes, right? Or like, I struggle to call this guy good, but like, you probably got this guy with dupes, right? So like, that's always good. But in terms of like actual stuff, this celebration wasn't the craziest. I assume this celebration is pretty bare bones because they were just preparing the anniversary, which was just incredible. Like, anniversary, best celebration in Dokkan history, far and away, with there's like literally no like, oh, this celebration is pretty good already. Like, no, like this is the best celebration ever by far, right? So let me know what you guys think of Goku and Kid BUU, who are going to be coming. I do think summoning for Goku is a good idea. Global should have tickets, discounts, all that type of shit. You're not going to get hurt summoning for this guy. Well, I say that, but the banner, if they keep this banner that bad, I see the value in this guy so much, but man, that would go against the way I usually tell people how to summon, which is like, if the banner, because like, his banner is so bad, it's almost like a yellow coin banner, right? Goku's banner. Because the problem with yellow coin banners, the main LR typically is pretty good. Not always, but they're typically very good. And then the rest of the featured units are just not really that great. Goku is like an LR banner, right? And no, it's just 7 units. It is just 7 units, okay. But I don't know, like, because if you get any of these other units, none of these guys are really going to help that much, I think, in a lot of the content right now. these are not really the greatest roster of characters. This is a brutal banner, dude. Maybe do some discounts for Goku, try and get him because he's so good, but careful, dude. This is very bad. So let me know what you guys think. Super Saiyan 3 Goku Kid Buu coming to global. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.